Hello and welcome to another episode of Know Your Assets, the series where we introduce you to some of the things that we invest in here at UniSuper. My name's Lyndon and with me in the studio today is Kent. He's the Head of Property Investments here at UniSuper. Kent, welcome and thank you for being here.
I'm very happy to be here, Lyndon.
Now, Kent, are you able to give us a little bit of the lowdown on your role as Head of Property and what it is exactly that your team are doing for UniSuper members?
Yeah, so as the Head of Property, I'm responsible for about $8 billion of unlisted property with the team, of which actually 2/3 is managed internally.
Now, property investments could be considered a bit of a broad term there, Kent. Are you able to give us a bit of a flavour for what exactly property means in a superannuation context?
Yeah, Lyndon, and specific to UniSuper as a domestic investor into unlisted real estate, it's a very diversified portfolio. It varies from office assets in Sydney that are fully leased, I might add, in the Sydney CBD, logistics assets in Sydney and Melbourne, some of which are fully developed and some of which we're going to develop out over the next decade, and then shopping centres like Pacific Fair up on the Gold Coast, Macquarie Shopping Centre up in Sydney, and actually Karrinyup Shopping Centre in Perth, which we'll discuss today.
And UniSuper actually owns Karrinyup Shopping Centre outright, but you and your team don't, say, run it day to day. How does that side of things work?
Yeah, so UniSuper's appointed GPT to manage that asset, and they have a full team sitting there in Perth, which will meet some of those team members, but they also have a full team in Sydney and Melbourne. Within UniSuper, we've got Nick Stevens, the Senior Manager of Property, who's got primary responsibility, so he's having the day-to-day interaction with GPT.
So, Kent, you were actually recently in Perth to spend some time with the GPT team there, which includes Trudy Cook, the General Manager of the Centre, and Scott Nugent from GPT also. Before we meet them, though, are you able to give us a bit of a rundown on the investment? What do we need to know?
Yeah, well, Karrinyup is actually an asset that UniSuper has owned for over 30 years. So it's a shopping centre by its name, but obviously it's a mixed-use opportunity. It has residential, it has dining, lifestyle, entertainment, and it's actually an investment now post its redevelopment that's in excess of $1.5 billion.
Amazing. All right, well, without further ado, let's get to know Karrinyup Shopping Centre.
Just 12 kilometres northwest of the Perth CBD and within a stone's throw of the Indian Ocean, Karrinyup Shopping Centre is a central pillar, not just for the local community, but for the state of Western Australia. Following an extensive redevelopment and expansion between 2018 and 2021, the centre has grown to become the second largest shopping centre in the state. For locals, Karrinyup represents the West Coast's home of world-class retail.
Before Karrinyup, even before the 2018 expansion project, if you wanted to find big flagship brands, you'd need to head to Sydney or Melbourne, but Karrinyup changed that. It's brought world-leading brands to Perth and boosted the local community. It's not just about shopping though. We've got residential zones and recreational facilities with parklands nearby. We're effectively the community centre for the area, and we draw people from right across the state.
First opened in 1970, UniSuper's held a long-term stake in Karrinyup, with our investment tracking back to the 1990s. In 2012, we secured full ownership of the centre. Working with Scott and his team at GPT means we're across the large and the small details, and that helps us to ensure that things are running smoothly and in turn leads to greater outcomes for UniSuper members.
The way we work together means we're able to manage the site here at Karrinyup efficiently and easily. I'm in direct contact with UniSuper every week, so they're across what's happening at all times.
Karrinyup continues to be a great investment for the fund. In terms of trade and turnover, it really dominates its market. It actually has the 16th highest retail trade turnover of any shopping centre in the country and is the highest in Western Australia by a substantial margin, and it continues to perform above our expectations. Sustainability is an important aspect of how UniSuper manages its directly owned property portfolio. At Karrinyup, we're focused on maximising energy and water efficiency and minimising waste going to landfill. The centre is actually rated very highly for energy efficiency and is currently certified carbon neutral. We're also focused on improving the overall experience of our tenants and their customers at Karrinyup through the introduction of new retailers and retail services, new dining and entertainment experiences, as well as looking to the future expansion options for the centre. It's important to us that Karrinyup continues to be a recognised and much loved focal point for the local community.
We've got a group of mall walkers, and it's one of the largest in the country. And it's a group of mainly retirees who meet up for a walk around the centre and they catch up with each other. It's really wonderful to see. And for the nighttime hours, we have fantastic dining entertainment options. It's truly first class.
At UniSuper, we see the future of retail as a blend of low friction, online transactions and world-class bricks and mortar experiences. And with a trajectory of growth that shows no signs of slowing, it's easy to see how Karrinyup Shopping Centre will continue to hold a special place in the UniSuper property portfolio for years to come.
Wow, Ken, what a fantastic overview of not just Karrinyup Shopping Centre, but also property investing more generally. Speaking of which, UniSuper members can generally choose how to invest their super. So for anyone out there who might be wondering, which of our investment options actually feature property?
Yeah, so property and Karrinyup for that matter are available to our members through many of our pre-mixed options, but also our defined benefit division.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today, Ken. It's been absolutely awesome having you here. And thank you to you as well for watching. Don't forget to join us in the next episode of Know Your Assets, where we introduce you to another great UniSuper investment. We'll see you then.